Veronica Campbell Brown was born on the 15th of May, 1982, in the small settlement of Clarkstown, found in Trelawney, Jamaica. There, she attended the Troy Primary School before being recruited by Vere Technical, one of the powerhouse high schools on the island in regards to athletics. The school had won the title 17 times prior to her enrollment, including a 14-year run in which they won every title from 1979 right up to 1993. The success came from bringing in some of the most talented children on the island, and Veronica was one such child. In fact, she was a super talent. It took a bit of time to get herself on the map as a true top talent, despite doing some good work. It was not until 16 years old that she started to make much headway, as by 1998, she made the team to represent Jamaica in the 100 meters at the World Junior Championships. To much surprise, she did not do well at the championships, finishing fourth in the preliminaries with a time of 12.25 seconds, much slower than she was capable of at the time. Returning in the 1999 season, she fared well, but still struggled to top the strong Santiago girls, finishing third in the 100 meters at the high school championships, then second at the junior trials for the inaugural World Youth Championships. Competing in solely the 100 meters at the World Youth Champs, Veronica had her most profound championships at that point. She went through the heats easily, then winning and setting a new PB in the semifinal before winning the final in a brand new personal best of 11.49. That win made her the first ever female to win a 100 meters World Youth title and the only Jamaican to win a gold medal at that championships. That was a funny turn of events, given that Veronica didn't even win at the national trials. The win catapulted her to a new level of stardom, and after that, she just obliterated almost everyone at the junior level. And from the years 2000 to 2002, she had some tremendous performances, which included a World Junior double in the 100 and 200 meters, a national record of 11.12 seconds, a World Junior Championship record, a Pan American gold, and much more in her prime teen years. These all created the reputation that attracted Barton Community College, which she attended after leaving high school. While there, she remained a prominent figure, winning her first national senior title in the 100 meters at the age of 20. As a result, she made the team to the 2002 Commonwealth Games, partnering with Peta Barnett to represent the nation in the event. She started out brilliantly, winning her heat in 11.3, but then finished second in the semis behind the impressive Debbie Ferguson-McKenzie. In the final, she ran 11 seconds flat, equaling the game's record set 20 years prior in 1982, but she still couldn't claim gold, as McKenzie dazzled the onlookers with a new game's record of 10.91. Looking to improve in 2003, she dominated the indoor circuit, winning every race until she got injured. The injury ended her season, which meant she could not compete at the national trials to have a chance at a World Championships debut in Paris. Having joined with Arkansas, she started to look towards making the team to the 2004 Games, and for the first time, she aimed at a 1-2 double at the national trials. Having had a good intercollegiate season, she headed to the national trials, knowing she had to face reigning national champion Eileen Bailey, who was a former Barton College teammate. Bailey had won the national championship in both the 100 and 200 meters in 2003, heading the sprint team to Paris. Both women won the preliminary and semi-final races before facing off in the finals, where Veronica came through victorious in a time of 11.06. As for Eileen, she was beaten into third by a 19-year-old Sharon Simpson. In the 200 meters, they battled again, where Veronica came up victorious again, this time destroying the field with a new personal best of 22.18, while Bailey finished second at 22.7. Headlining the Jamaican sprint team along with Asafa Powell, expectations were high for the first time in a while, and Veronica was determined to live up to her expectation, along with following in the footsteps of her biggest motivation, the legendary Merlene Ottey. In the 100 meters, it was an open shot at gold. You had the likes of Lauren Williams, Yvette Lavola, Christine Aaron, among others, who had a reasonable chance of becoming Olympic champion. As a result, Veronica had as much chance as anyone else, and after winning her preliminary heat comfortably ahead of Zana Block, 2001 world champion, her confidence had raised. Unfortunately, she lost to Christine Aaron in the quarterfinals, then to Yulia Nesterenko in the semis. Making the final along with Eileen Bailey and Sharon Simpson, she finished third behind Lauren Williams and Yulia Nesterenko, who won gold for Belarus in one of the most shocking Olympic wins ever. Heading into the 200 meters, Veronica had a stronger chance, given that she was unbeaten in the event for the entire year up to that point. However, she had a young prodigy, Allyson Felix, and her old nemesis, Debbie Ferguson, to contend with. Winning every race up to the final, which included a victory over Debbie Ferguson in the quarterfinals, Campbell Brown headed into the final as the favorite. Felix, at the age 18, ran a spectacular race, but she was unable to stop Veronica, as she ran away to win gold in a brand new personal best of 22.05 seconds. At the end of the Olympic Games, the 22-year-old left Athens with 3 medals, 2 gold and a silver, along with boasting a new national record in the 4x1 relay. The year 2004 was really the year VCB became a true senior elite sprinter, because while she might have caught the world's attention in her junior days, she stepped up another level. This meant expectations would remain high from then on, and in 2005, she was looking to make an even bigger mark at the World Championships. This time, though, she had a less than ideal performance, finishing 4th in the 200 meters, conceding a gold medal to her young rival, Allyson Felix. That was followed by a slightly better performance in the 100 meters, where she came really close to gold, losing out to Lauren Williams by 0.02 seconds in the 100 meters final, coming closer to that gold she missed at the Olympic Games. 2 years later in Osaka, Japan, it was an even closer affair between herself and Lauren. The only difference is that this time, she was the one that came out victorious. Both women clocked 11.01 seconds, finishing neck to neck, but Campbell was slightly ahead, earning herself her first senior world title in the 100 meters. She got a better result in the 200 meters as well, but she again conceded a gold medal to Felix, as she could only finish second. Now Felix, who at this point could be considered Veronica's main rival, had 2 major global titles in the event, while she only had 1. This, along with making history, might have played in the mind of Veronica as she headed into the Olympic Games in 2008. Held in Beijing, it was bound to be a mega clash between the 2-time world champion Allyson Felix and the defending Olympic champion Campbell Brown. Felix came in as the obvious favorite, but when she lost to Veronica in the quarterfinals, there were signs the Jamaican was not going to give up her title as Olympic champion. And the world witnessed probably one of her greatest performances ever, when she stormed away from the field to win gold at 21.74 seconds, new personal best, and the fastest time for the decade. The win put Campbell Brown in a league of her own, as the first and only woman to win 2 consecutive Olympic gold in the 200 meters. The win made the 2009 World Championship final even more exciting, given that it was Felix's time to defend her world title against Veronica, who was yet to win gold in the event at the World Champs. The championship started well, and as usual, the battle for medals would be between herself, Felix, and Ferguson. Going through their heats well, they battled for gold in the final, where Felix would win her 3rd world title, leaving Campbell to once again take silver. This left a bitter taste for Veronica, who despite winning 200 meters gold twice at the Olympics, was unable to capture even one World Champs title in the event. Through persistency, that would all change at the 2011 World Championships, as in what was a year full of surprises. She took down both Allyson Felix and Carmelita Jetta to finally win a world title in the 200 meters. She seemed unstoppable in that performance, as while she might have not gone super fast, her demeanor was of a woman determined not to lose. This woman elevated her to the top of the hierarchy as a Jamaican female sprinter, surpassing Merlene Ottey. Not only that, she became a legitimate contender for one of the greatest female sprinters of all time, given that she was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist one of the few women to win gold in both the 100 and 200 meters in separate years, an Arkansas Hall of Famer, a two-time world indoor champion, and a myriad of achievements in her junior years. So, by 2012, where she was struggling with injuries and could only manage a bronze medal in the 100 meters of the Olympic Games, her legacy was already set as one of the greats. The most impressive thing about Campbell Brown is the fact that she is one of the rare junior athletes who had a lot of success in their early days and still went on to have as much or even more success in their senior days. This, along with her strong fighting spirit, makes Veronica one of the greatest sprinters to ever set foot on Earth.